And now we have to create one more package here, and that package will be named as adapter. After that, we have to create a Java class within this package called adapter, and that class name is block adapter. Okay, so block adapter is created. You have to extend it by recycler view dot adapter, and here you have to pass out recycler view, and let me think it about it, recycler view holder. Okay, so now we have to create one more package view holder that is required for recycler view holder, and in this we have to create one more Java class, and it is named as recycler view holder. Okay, so the class is created, and within this class we have to extend it by recycler view dot view holder. Okay, so for now we have to implement its methods, necessary methods and constructor. So we have implemented the constructor here, and now we have to create some properties for this class, such as text view, txt index, and then text previous has, text timestamp, and then text data, that is our message, and then text current has. Okay, so now we have to work on this. Just in the recycler view holder, we have to just map these properties with the properties of XML, and here I have to press Alt Enter. So I'm just mapping them by using find view by ID. Okay, so doing for the next, this is text previous has item view dot find view by ID r dot id dot txt previous has. Okay, now txt timestamp, and for the timestamp we are doing the same, just mapping it by using find view by id, and it is r dot id dot timestamp, and then going for txt data item view dot find view by id r dot id txt data. Okay, so the last one is the txt has, doing the same, item view dot find view by id and r dot id dot txt has. Okay, so we are done with this view holder. Now we'll come back to the adapter. Just press Alt plus Enter here to import that class that we have created customly, and here we have to implement the methods. So we'll select all and then click on OK. Here you can see that the methods are implemented. We have to give their definitions. So first of all, let me give you few properties for them, such as we have to make a list of block model, as we are creating a recycler view having various blocks. So a list of block model will be created, and then for the getting the context, we are creating m context here. Alt plus Enter to import this, and other than this we have to make last position as -1. Okay, so we have these three methods right now, and we are gonna to change the definition of each method one by one. But before this, we have to generate a constructor for these properties, and I will click on OK. So the constructor is generated, as you can see that, for list block and context. Okay, now I'm just giving some annotation for it, like non-null and nullable for the list. so that no exception can occur. Okay, and now we are in recycler view holder on create view holder, and within this we have to just give a variable final view, and we'll just go for the layout inflator here. Layout inflator, press alt plus enter to import view, and then we are just taking the context from the parent activity, and then we are just inflating the view type, parent, and false. Okay, so it is done. We just have to change this, as it will take return the object of recycler view having view as its parameter. Okay, so for now we are in the on bind view holder, and within this on bind view holder we have to make here's few properties, but before that we are just remapping this, setting the text for the text view that we have mapped in the previous view holder class, and in the bind view holder we are just mapping their functionalities, like we are setting the text from here as we are having the context, and now we are just getting the string from the string XML. And if it is not created, then you can just create it here by clicking alt plus enter. A red text will be appear if it is not created. You can see that I pressed alt plus enter, click on OK. Okay, now this become all red because of some format issues that I will be tackling. But before this, I am just completing the method on bind view holder right now. So we have to do the same for all the text views that we are having in our recycler view, one view, and then we are doing it like we are setting the previous has as dot set text and getting the position from that blocks, and if it is not null, then we are setting its blocks dot get position and get previous has. Okay, and here we have to pass out null, otherwise it is null. Okay, and now the timestamp for getting the current time, so we'll just use that system property in the form of a string value. It is new date, and new date passing the blocks dot get position. We have to give it that get timestamp here and press alt enter to import. Okay, so the date is also completed right now, and now we have to make text data, that is our message, and we have to take it from the blocks dot get position, and for that doing the same dot get data. Okay, and now for the same will be gone for the current has, set text, and then blocks is an object, and after that we are just going to get the has from position wise, and then we have to set some animation here. So we'll do it by a custom function called set animation, pass the holder within it and item view, also the position. Okay, so for now we have to correct this firstly. So for this we have to go to in resources string, and before that we are just creating this method. This is a small method, let me complete it firstly, and we will be doing that in the later part of this video. Okay, so we are just setting the animation from if the position is greater than last position, then the animation will be work because of the if condition. And it is animation utility dot load animation, and the type of animation you want, android dot r dot anim, it is fade in. So we want the fade in effect right now, and then we are just view to animation, and it is not view to, it is let me see, it is item view. Okay, item view dot start animation, and we'll pass the animation within it, and doing the last position as equals to the position that we have got in the parameter. Okay, so for now we have to also return that get item count blocks dot size equals to null, so 0, and then block dot size. For handling the exception, we have done this by using a conditional operator. Okay, so this is almost completed. There are a few errors, let me remove them firstly. So this is because of I think one more function we are needing here called get item type view. Okay, and we have to remove this and add our custom return statement r dot layout dot item block data. Okay, so almost done. We have to correct this, so we'll go to the resources as I have told you earlier, and in the string part we will come. Here you can see that we have to change or modify this title block number by giving a format here, as we are taking integer format %d, so we have to add this here also. So let me add block has, and then the format %d for integer, then I have closed this. Then let me go back, so you can see that the error is removed, and now the class is also error free. Okay, so we have done with this block adapter blockchain manager. We are in blockchain manager right now, and this is also the important function for utility functions related to blockchain. Okay, for now we have to make a few properties for this also, like private int difficulty, and then the list of block model type, and I'm creating it as blocks. After that going final for block adapter, taking that adapter, and afterwards we have to generate a constructor for it. So let me generate a constructor fastly. Okay, so for constructor parameters we have selected one and click on OK. As you can see that now we have to give it one more property, as we have forgotten non-null as the annotation, and it is context actually. So we have given the second parameter as context, and for now within this constructor we have also making a array list by using a new, and then this is block model object called block, and here we have created it successfully, passing the parameters as 0 and system dot current time in millisecond, and then previous has is null. All it is obvious that the first has will be null, and then the data is genesis block. Okay, you can add anything in the data, it has no effect. Okay, and then the block dot mine block and setting the difficulty. Also blocks dot add this particular block to our array list, so that's why we have used add. And then we are going for the adapter. We have make that adapter object here and pass the context also that list, so that a recycler view can be created successfully without any error or any exception. We are taking care of every step here. And now I have to make function here for utility purpose of block model, like we are working on various blocks, as we are creating every time a new block whenever we are sending a message. You have seen this in the video output of the app in the very first video. And then for this you have to create functions within this blockchain manager, as it is the utility class for blockchain. So for adding new block, checking is the block validated or not, what is the latest block, we are creating functions here. That's why this is an important class too for blockchain utility purpose. Okay, so here we have to create one more function, and within this we have to return what blocks.get and blocks.size -1. It is the last block. It's an array, and in the array you are getting that last block, and it's the latest block. It is quite obvious. So we are done with this, but we see that what is necessary, also there are errors, as we can see that. But for removing these errors, you have to take care of each parameters that you are passing. So here we left out a parameter, and that parameter was a string message. So let me add that string message here that we will take in the parameter. That's why in the return statement it is showing data as red, that's mean error. So now it is error free, that function. And now we have to create one more function here, and it is named as add block, and it is taking the parameter block model block as its name. And for now, within this add block function, we are checking the block is not equals to null. Then within the if statement, we are going for block.mindBlock and passing the difficulty. So now we will just add up this block to our list after going to that mind block. Okay, and then the one more function is needed, and it is for the validation. No, it is for the first block valid. Yes, it is for the validation of the first block. Yes, and then block model first block block.get. As it is an array, the first block will obviously present at the 0th position, and then checking it within the if statement and getting the index is not equals to 0, then it is all obvious, return that false. Okay, now first block.get previous has not null, then we will be returning as false. Okay, and now the last statement for this function, return first block.get hash not equals to null and block model. So it will return a boolean value. Actually we are giving the conditions here, that's why. Okay, it is not a calculate hash, it is calculate underscore details. So let me first complete this. Dot equals to first block dot get hash, and now let me correct it, calculate hash underscore details. Okay, so this function is completed. As we can see that now we have to create one more function here. It is of type boolean and it is the validity function. Is valid new block. Whenever you are sending the new message, the new block will be created, so it will check that block, either that block is valid or not. So taking the annotations for bypassing the exceptions. Okay, so within this function here we have to also go for that if, as we have taken it in the previous functions also. So here I am checking that if new block is not null or the previous block is not null, then we are taking the index of that previous block, and after that is not equals to new block dot get index. We are just checking it, and in the previous block we have added that one in the index. That's why checking if it is the current block or not. If it is, then we are returning the false. And in the new if statement we are just checking the new block dot get previous has, if the previous has is null, or statement a new block dot get previous has dot equals and pass that new block. Okay, as you can see that the exclamation not marked is written there, so it will change its result to false to true or true to false, and finally returning the false. After that we are returning the new block dot checking that condition and will return that boolean value from here. It will return either true or false if the new block is valid or not. And the same function calculate has details, and within this function we have to pass out the new block here and checking it with equals new block dot get data, not get data, dot get hash. Okay, so this is also almost done. We are with it, just have to return that false at the end if both the if conditions are false, then the false will be returned. It is also obvious. And then there is one more function, if blockchain valid or not. This is also an important function. We are checking the blockchain is valid or not. If the first is first block valid, then we are returning the false. If it is not valid, we are returning the false. Also that not operator is there. And then we are within that for function, for loop, and in the for loop we are going till the size of the block list and checking the current block by getting its, and then the previous block we are also checking block dot get I minus 1. Okay, and now the if condition not is valid new block, we are passing the current block and the previous block within it, and then we are just returning the false. Okay, so this function is also completed, and let me remove this extra space from here and see what is necessary. Let me add the return statement for if and for have their return statement. The function should have their statement too. Now I am removing the error, make it public. Okay, so make it public. One error is removed. Let me go for the another error. So just we have to change it to the block context. Okay, now also there's an error. Let me see what type of error it is. Okay, let me see what is wrong with it, and before that I have to go in that adapter and check for it. Let me check. The first one is block and second one is context, and I'm correct here. Block and context, made it. And then why that error is occurring, why that red bulb is occurring at that position. Also the red bulb is responsible for showing the error and to correct it. Let me see. So for this it is now corrected. And then okay, so you can do it with that red bulb warning that